Tell me about
That's yeah.
Meta.
Oh, man. They've got a few things going on. I think the biggest thing you may have heard is that they have sunset their whole NFT feature. And this is an article from TechCrunch. This first line is I'm obsessed. Looks like Meta is not going to make it. That's how they put it. They have clearly sunset this feature and a lot of discussion around this. I think the key point here is that they took to Twitter to announce the fact that they are sunsetting the NFT feature within Instagram. And I feel like that is a signal in and of itself that perhaps having this feature within Instagram was never a really good fit.
I feel like Instagram in general is just having an identity crisis. Like, they just
Yes.
threw everything into the app at once. NFTs, TikTok, tried to do there was, like, that status thing that's in there. When you go into your set of
Yeah.
status now, I was like, "What are
Yep.
they doing?"
Yeah.
They're
They're
just,
all
like,
over the place.
all over the place.
I think that they clearly they've invested a lot of money into the Web3 space and trying to create a metaverse. But I think these are just a lot of thoughts of my own. But I feel like what they did was thought that they could implement NFTs pretty easily within the application. And because they have a built in community, that it would just take off. And I like what this person said on Twitter is why would a company named Meta stop supporting NFTs? And it really is about the ownership and the Meta is anti data sovereignty and allowing individuals to own their own data. And I pulled this out because I feel like this person has similar thoughts to my own, but the comments, so these are definitely people who are like, no value, they're not a thing, like, just you're confused, NFTs are the illusion of ownership, and it's exactly what they want. So here you have the naysayers, and then, of course, here are the people who are probably a little bit more on our side where we're like, "Well, yeah, not shocked the fact that Meta has sunset this NFT feature." And I don't think it's like any sort of a bad signal for the space at all. And NFT God does a really good job of asking some questions here. So he's asking how many people owned NFTs on Instagram. And this person's saying, doesn't matter, has zero impact, short sighted, not fatal, about Meta in general, that this isn't going to put them under. And again, he's asking, how many NFTs did you own on Instagram? Zero. So it's
I never even connected my wallet because I don't
no,
trust Mark Zuckerberg. Here's the big problem
absolutely.
with Meta is that they have ruined their image. Even with the rebranding of their name, we still know it is Mark Zuckerberg. We know it's Instagram. We know it's Facebook. We know
Yeah.
that they have psychological experiments on the public with their algorithms. They have shadow banned people. They have silenced, deplatformed, and done all sorts of censorship stuff. They have lost the public trust. They have
Yeah.
been in front of Congress. It is a mess, and I don't think they're going to recover from that reputation, and that's probably part of the reason that
No.
nobody wanted to touch it.
Yeah. And as NFT God said here, outdated social media site that is a decade behind TikTok.
Yep.
So they're way behind at this point. I don't know. I'm not upset that they have sunset the feature. I think honestly, it's a good thing. Oh, there was a comment in this thread that I did want to. Felt was short sighted. Somebody in here, excitement, repercussions. Okay. Meta may not dominate the NFT market, but its decision to stop supporting NFTs on its platforms might have repercussions. So the repercussions are currently nothing serious, but it might make other companies do the same. This could also have an impact on how quickly the entire area develops. I disagree across the board with all of that.
Mhm,
I don't feel like Meta is the place to onboard people into Web3. It's
mhm.
just not ever going to be the platform to do that. So I don't think that there are really any serious repercussions. And on top of that,
I don't
go
think
ahead.
so either.
Yeah. And on top of that, we've got a bunch of layoffs again.
Yeah,
Was it just yesterday? What is today, the 15th? Yeah, just yesterday, they'd
yeah.
announced another 10,000 or 11,000. I'm a little confused on some of the data. Tuesday, 11,000 jobs. It's 13% of their workforce. And so as of September 2022, Meta has reported a headcount of 87,314. So they've reduced their headcount. So it's down to
Mhm.
66,000 now by
Well,
25%.
I mean, if you're even thinking from a product side, they obviously cut things that are just eating money if nobody is using the NFT feature, which I'm
Yeah.
guessing they aren't.
Yeah.
That because they didn't really build it out enough, they probably cut it. It was on the chopping block, and Mark Zuckerberg made a huge mistake going all in on Oculus VR
Yes.
and kind of not paying so much attention to Instagram and Facebook as TikToks began to dominate the
Yep.
internet. Like I said, they're having an identity crisis. I think that they could fall from grace.
They've been living
Which
in
is
their own world
crazy
for
to
a while.
say. They
And
have.
after I'm seeing a lot of articles about just there are no more tech industry darlings anymore. This doesn't exist in the industry. And I
No,
totally agree with that.
the tech industry is really in a spot right now. Nobody likes anyone and everybody is shady. So we're just going to have to wait and let this
Yeah.
play out.